I'm George Boston Rhymes, and I want the American people to understand that Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, President Lee, Mike Duke, Macmillan, and others have ignored and mistreated too many American workers. And I'm in Valdosta, Georgia. I was wrongfully terminated March 20th, 2008. 4 years and 3 months later, Wal-Mart executives have refused to even respond to me in the least manner. I have sent them over 150 videos, many on YouTube, 68 letters and emails, yet I've been ignored. I was terminated at store 2615 by the store manager, Hal, under the heading of inability to perform job. Yet I asked repeatedly to be trained, when Wal-Mart themselves had already developed a 4-week training program designed for all Wal-Mart sporting goods department managers. Yet store manager Hal and Frank Summerlin and other assistant managers and co-managers refused to enter me into such training. Yet they could terminate me and not even give me a reply after 4 years and 3 months to the question, did you develop this training? Did Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated develop this training for department managers? And if so, why did you deny George Boston Rhymes this training? A training wherein department managers, or assistant managers, CSMs, and others, as well as the personnel manager, must initial off on, date, and sign every aspect and every page of this training. But this training I was denied. Yeah. And yet Wal-Mart is so bold that they could ignore me. Tired, a military veteran of the Vietnam era, and not even provide me with a single response with a valid signature and date. That's right. This is Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. This is America's largest retail giant. And so after 4 years and 3 months, I guess they think, though I put my life on the line in the armed force, that I'm supposed to bury my head like the legend concerning the ostrich bird and pretend that I'm in heaven. And so these 4 weeks of training was to be initial off, dated, and signed by the person that trained me and my initials as well. See, I didn't create this. This was on the wire of Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. And so I asked Wal-Mart president, just show me one little block, like right there. One block wherein George Boston Rhymes signed off on any of this training. I told Mr. Lee, President Lee, and I told President Duke, and every board of the member at Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, that if they just produce me one line, like that line right there. See that line right there? Just one line where I initialed off on, then I would apologize publicly to Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. But they haven't answered me because they know that they never trained me. Well, no, not really the last. After each week of training, I'm required, and my assistant, and I am just one of many workers that Wal-Mart get away with because we don't respect workers' rights in the United States of America. We play games with the people, yet we tell people we love our veterans. The hell you do. The hell you do. Whether you're a senator or House of Representative. And then guess what, y'all? After the 4 weeks of training, of all of these documents, that George Ryan didn't receive not a single one. And then they gonna terminate me under the heading of inability to perform job, as if though I'm a citizen of the Republic of China or in some other third world nation. The proof is in the pudding. So guess what? After the 4-week training period, after I initial off on all this documentation and all of this training, some of it dealing with firearms, then the last, well, no, not really the last. After each week of training, I'm required, and my assistant manager, see right there, in this case it would have been Frank Summerlin at store number 2615. He would have to sign that block right there stating that I had completed all of this training. See right there? See? Assistant manager, his name was Frank Summerlin. And of course, assistant associate, that had been my initials. But not a single block was signed. Not one. And this was Wal-Mart's own document. My mom and daddy didn't develop this form. Wal-Mart did. And yet they can mistreat workers like that. And then on the very last document, now this is for every week of training, guess what happens? The end of every week, it was a requirement to sign initial and then sign the last page saying I acknowledge that I have completed each task as outlined in my detailed job-specific training plan. Signing this acknowledgement and not completing all tasks assigned in the training plan is falsification of company record and may result in termination of employment. And then after you do that, guess what? I had to sign. But they didn't, I never provided a signature because I never given a training. Then Assistant Manager Frank Summerlin supposed to sign right there. But he never signed it. Because Store Manager Hal Harwell never ensured that this be done. Then date of completion was supposed to be entered right there on that line. And so I asked all presidents since 2008 to show me in writing who was even assigned as my trainer, and they have yet to respond. I asked them to show me just one block where I initial off on, saying that I had been trained, or that our assistant manager had signed up, which was a requirement, y'all. It was required that these blocks be signed. Why put blocks on a form if they're not required? Yet, they terminated me over 4 years ago. And they thought that I would join the 100 or 1,000 of other employees that simply bury their heads in the sand and pretend that they're in heaven, while they continue to let the wicked control the United States of American workers as if though we're in China or in some other third world country. Let the truth be told about Wal-Mart, so our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, our neighbors, and yes, even our enemies, so they can breathe. So they can breathe. Wal-Mart does not have a right to mistreat American citizens like this. They can treat the people in China or Canada or Germany or in some foreign country the way they want to. But it's a disgrace to do it here in the United States of America. George Boston Ryan's stand for truth in the same manner I stood on foreign battlefields, standing up for the rights of people that I did not know. Then I sure as heck intend to stand up for my own children and my own fellow Americans. What say you, the American people? What say you about America's largest retail giant? Or do you care? Or do you care? This is a wrongfully terminated Wal-Mart manager, and I traveled to Bentonville, Arkansas, October the 12th, 2011, only to be turned away. Not even permitted to set foot on Wal-Mart property, along with 140 other current and former Wal-Mart associates, department managers, and yes, a couple of former store managers who are fed up with what Wal-Mart is doing to the American workers. And do you know that Georgia is an at-will-to-work state, which means you can be fired for good cause, bad cause, or for no cause at all, and your employer not even required to tell you why. What a disgrace to the founding fathers of this republic. Wal-Mart, Wal-Mart, you can do better. And before it's over, I believe you're going to be forced to do better. I joined our Wal-Mart, by the way, because I know the people that I left behind need help in 2012. Bye-bye. We gone. And share this with the suffering Wal-Mart workers today. Don't be afraid. Too many people have bled, suffered, and died to make this great nation what it is today. Bye-bye. We go.